Hi, this video will be about what to expect in the cabin crew training that you will be going through after you get through all the rounds of the interview. Now, the cabin crew training will comprise of 4 different sections: safety, first aid, service and grooming. Safety and first aid will cover the most of the portion. It will be either 2 months or maximum 3 months training. Average 99% of the airlines they do 3 months training. Out of that 3 months, your 2.5 months will be covered with the safety and first aid training. Service will be not take that much time. The least amount of time that will be required is for the grooming, which will hardly take 2 to 3 days or so. Depends airline to airline. At times they might conduct a 1-week grooming session as well. Now I know you guys might have thought that you have escaped studying now, but not really, because your safety and first aid books are this big and the time frame that you have is very less. In that limited amount of time you have to cover the entire portion, you have to appear for the test and you have to pass the test. The maximum attempts are 3. If you do not pass the 3rd attempt, you are out of the company. And especially the first aid and safety, there are no it's quite strict. So the airline, I went through training twice as I worked with 2 airlines. In Jet Airways, the training, especially the first aid training, was very strict, because they were MBBS doctors who used to train us. There would be a dummy where we had to perform the CPR and everything. So there was theory and practicals. In practicals, the doctors, they see how you do things with the dummy, and in practice that was there. They might give an infant to do CPR with an infant or an adult or whatever. So yeah, just imagine people do nursing for 3 or 4 years to get a degree in nursing. That entire portion of first aid is covered by you in 15 days or 1 month maximum. Imagine. Yes, the entire portion is covered because you are not trained like somebody will be there, a doctor will be there on board. No doctor, you have to handle that. If a baby has to be delivered, you have to deliver the baby. If CPR has to be given, you have to give the CPR. So yes, there are many instances. Fortunately, I have not faced such. But yes, there are instances when cabin crew have saved lives by doing CPR on board, and they have helped deliver. My colleagues, I know them, they have delivered babies on board. So yes, in the surface level it might not seem like a very responsible job, but it is a very serious job, especially when you are not really theoretically trained for years. You are just trained for 15 days or 30 days, and then you have to perform on board. So the amount of responsibility that is on your shoulders, you have to be mature enough to handle that, right? What else? And yes, for the safety, depends airline to airline. Whatever kind of aircrafts they have, as per that they will train you for each of the aircrafts, how to open and close the door, how to arm and disarm the door, and how the operations go in each of the aircrafts, because the jump seat segregation will also be different aircraft to aircraft. It's a big wide body aircraft or it's a narrow body aircraft, it's different. So all that will be told to you, and yeah, that's what the training is about. You have to pass the test. There's no get away with that, so you have to pass it, right? So grooming is yeah, they are very strict with grooming as well. There cannot be any flyaways, not a single strand of hair. It has to be a very neat look if you have long hair, and if it's short also, it has to be a very neat look. And what else? Regarding the service, yes, again, they already hire well-mannered people, but then they go into some fine detailing of that, how to serve and stuff. So there are many small things. I think you get overall refined as a person. Who does not require first aid in their life? Just imagine, you might require, something happens to any of a family member, you might, at times it takes time for an ambulance to come to your home. At times it might require for you to do the CPR, or you know, things of that sort. And if some minor things happen, at least you know what kind of, you know, medications to give if you are a first aider, certified first aider. So yeah, I think it grooms you overall as a person. So yeah, there are some serious responsibilities as well, apart from the, you know, what people see. And apart from that, if there's nuisance on board, if somebody is creating nuisance, if a drunk passenger is on board, it's not like on ground, like pubs or somewhere a bouncer can, you know, just kick them out. You cannot kick anyone out of their aircraft. So you are taught how to handle those kind of situations is on board. That's it. I think I've covered it all, what you can expect during your training period. And yes, there's no escaping your studies even while being a cabin crew, because there's once you pass the training also, there's refreshers every year just to refresh you regarding, because first aid and safety emergency situations you are taught, and then you might forget, because it's not every day that something emergency will happen, so you are out of practice. So that's why every year refreshers happen, just to keep you, you know, fresh, your knowledge fresh. So that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Please do stay tuned and like, share and subscribe. Okay.